All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is Eddie George again. They call me that crazy guy with the lazyeye.com. You can call me anything, folks, but don't call me late for El's O'Reilly. Today we got a little sad story that we're here to cover. We got a family here that is going through a situation where they already lost 2 children. And well, the second one is really hard to handle. Financially, I know you guys weren't set for this.
Right.
So, I mean, we try to do everything we can to help people in our community. And one of your family members came to us and asking for help. And, just somehow, some reason, my heart reached out to the situation. And I definitely want to interview you guys and talk to the public. And, tell the public what's going on and see what we can do to help your family out. If you can you talk a little louder and introduce yourselves to everybody?
Yeah, I'm Beeson.
I'm Derek Beeson.
Nice to meet you, Derek. I'm sorry it's under these circumstances.
Cool. Thank you.
So tell me a little bit about what's going on in your family life right now.
Well, we just got hit 9 months ago with our first ours. It was a complete surprise. I mean, we knew she had cancer, but it was a shock that she passed away because they had taken most of the cancer out. So then we're just getting back financially, also being hit with COVID, and then on April 19th, our other daughter, October, died. A little less surprising, but still
Now,
not
how
easy.
far along apart was these deaths? Now, your first daughter
9
was how
months.
old?
She was 2. She was actually the younger sister, and our 4-year-old. So they were only a year and a half apart, actually. Because we got pregnant with Ireland, our 2-year-old, when our daughter October was, 5 months old?
Something like that.
Surprise.
Something like that.
Yeah. So they're really close in age, and we have 2 older boys as well.
Well, now, what was the cause of the death in the first child?
Her heart gave out. She got too much. She was really small, and she got, well, not really small, but
Was
she
she
got...
premature?
No,
No.
she was
No,
just
it was-
just the cancer. They'd gotten most of it out, but then she got chemo, and she got a little too much chemo apparently, and it just, her heart couldn't take it anymore.
So
She was sick, and then they wanted to get everything done. They wanted to rush it.
Yeah.
It was too much
A
for her
lot
heart.
of times they do. They want to rush things, and it
Yeah.
ends up haste
Yeah.
makes waste.
Yeah, and it was a rare cancer, so she was on a study, and they were just right after. I mean, the doctors didn't even check after she got the surgery to get the tumor removed, and just not a lot of time between. And then she got chemo, and then stem cell, right?
Yeah,
and then
stem
the
cell
next day we got a phone call, and we had to rush down there. We didn't
And
make it.
that was the phone call you was not wanting.
Right. So,
Yeah.
and then last Monday morning, we got the same phone call for our other daughter, but we made it time for her. So we got to hold her as she passed away. We didn't get to with our other one.
So now this daughter here, what was her name?
October.
October?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a pretty name.
Thank you.
Was she born in October?
Yeah, on the 31st, actually.
Wow, man, she made it right at the last day. Of the
She
week.
sure did.
Yeah, she did.
She was supposed to be born the 26th, and she wanted to wait.
Right? Now, when October was born and everything, when did you find out that she had these issues? Was it later on in her
Well,
life?
Not re- she stopped developing, so we knew something was going on. And then at 6 months, so she rolled over, and then she just stopped growing much. She was tiny.
You should point out how everyone also thought you guys were using her.
That was good.
first.
Yeah.
Okay, I wasn't so sorry.
A lot of family members and the doctors. When she was 8 months old, I told the doctor, she's not hitting her milestones. She's not smiling. And they're like, oh, smiling's just fun. I was like, no, it's a milestone.
Exactly, right?
Yeah, my oldest has autism. I know there's milestones. Something's not right. She looks healthy, but she's just not growing. And they blamed me. They made me stop breastfeeding her. They said I wasn't feeding her. I'm like, why would I choose the third one just to be like, I don't feel like it? No, that
Right?
doesn't-
No, come
yeah.
on.
I was like, I love this one just as much as my other 2.
Right.
So they made me stop breastfeeding her, and then by the 3rd or 4th doctor's visit or hospital visit, the geneticist came in, and she was like, she has a syndrome. I can see it on her face, but our insurance wouldn't pay for the specific testing for cockayne syndrome. Because they have to test both of us, because it takes 2 unaffected carriers to create a child that's affected. So it's like 2 in a million kids get it.
So how long have you been going through this situation with the child before you end up losing your child?
about 3.5 years.
So you had a pretty long struggle trying to
Yeah.
figure out what was going on and why. Then.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
just found out for sure last February when she went into cardiac arrest because her kidneys were shutting down, and she got transferred to Radies from Hemet Hospital, and she went in cardiac arrest, and then they finally there at Radies, they're like, oh, we have our own way to test you guys, and it's all in buildings, so we have our grants and stuff, and we can pay for it. So they tested her, and they're like, she does have cockayne syndrome.
And so
So-
by the time they probably tested her, it was already probably too late to
Right.
get something done.
Right, and we
Yeah.
actually had a gene therapy that they were working on, but then she got so bad that they paused it, and that was the only hope we had of her. We knew she would only live 5 to 7 years.
Yeah, there's no cure for cockayne syndrome.
No.
It's a terminal illness. They're working on a treatment that may have extended her life, but she passed before they finished it.
I'm so sorry to hear that. And when did she pass away on that?
Yeah.
When?
Oh, when the 19th last month.
No.
Yeah, the 19th of April.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Thank you.
And I know you guys are probably needing help with funeral arrangements because I know you probably didn't have insurance or no way to. You weren't
Yeah.
expecting this, so.
We were, and we're just catching up from our last daughters, that
That-
only happened last July.
Yeah, that and then COVID, and it's been a bad year.
2020 and 2021 sucks. I
Yeah,
tell you.
it really does.
Yeah.
And we get that a lot. And we get a lot of, well, everyone's being hit hard by COVID. Yeah, we're not even worried about the COVID
Yeah.
right
The
now.
COVID's the least of your worries
Right.
right
Yeah.
now.
We had
Trying to
in and
bury
out-
your loved one,
We've been in and out of the hospital with 2 kids for a year and a half now.
Now, did they ever let you go in the hospital and visit when
Yeah.
due to the COVID?
It was one person at a time.
One person, and only parents.
Right.
Right.
So most of her grandparents, her aunts, uncles, they didn't even get to see her until we got the call that she was going to pass away.
Oh, man.
So then they came. We had her aunt, our sister-in-law, and his dad there. My mom was watching my children, our boys, and so that's the last time they got it. We FaceTimed them whenever we could.
Yeah, usually every week.
And they had just opened it the day before she passed. They just opened it to anybody could go in as long as there was 2 at a time,
Right.
and no one got to go in because her lungs were bad.
I'm so sorry to hear that. And I know what it's like to feel loved one or lose a loved one. I've lost plenty,
Yeah.
So that's why, my heart reached out to you guys, and I want to definitely try to help your family out. Do we have any pictures of the baby?
Yes.
Okay. Well, you don't have to pull them out.
Oh,
I'll just
okay.
give them later. What I'll do is we'll put it up in the video.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Thank you. Yeah.
Um,
We're also pregnant, so that doesn't help with, financially all that
Right.
stuff. It's a good time, and maybe not a good time,
Well,
but
you know what they always say,
something's-
when God takes one angel, he places another one.
Right.
Yeah.
He's taken 2 of ours, and
Yeah.
and with our daughter October specifically, she was so sick for so long. For a while, you couldn't even tell she was sick. She was just small. She was 12 pounds and she was 4.5 years old. So, but
26 inches long.
But since her first cardiac arrest, she got strokes, and so she just started deteriorating quickly. So we're sad for us because we're going to miss her and all that, but we're happy for her that she's not stuck behind this illness anymore. She can run and play with her
She's not
sister
suffering. She's
Yeah.
up with big Jesus. So.
Yeah.
and her little sister.
That's
She can
right.
finally be a big sister.
That's right.
Because her little sister got bigger than her when she was 3 or 4 months.
3
yeah.
months old, she was bigger than her sister.
Now, has Kimberly set up any car washes for you guys yet?
We're in the process of doing that, I think.
At this point, we don't even have enough people to do the car wash, and I don't even have. We're doing the ceremony on the 15th, so at this point, I don't even think I have enough time to schedule a car wash because I have my twin sister coming, and I can't do it.
Let's see what we can do. I'll talk to Kimberly and see what we can figure out for you
Thank you.
guys. So, we do have a GoFundMe out for you
Yes.
guys? Okay.
Yes. Jasmine, our close friend, set it up for
All
us.
right, we'll post a GoFundMe link in the bottom of the comments on this video. And, if you guys wish to feel free to, help this family, reach out to either us or you can reach out to you guys on Facebook.
Yeah.
And you make sure you follow the comments on there and answer any questions that you can. And also, too, if you don't have the capability of making any payments online, if you want to make a donation at any of our local sponsors, You can go to Boys Burgers. They're on Latham and Carmelita. They can take collections for the family. We also have in the east side of town, we have El Zarapi Mexican Restaurant. You can go to El Zarapi, make a donation there as well for the family. And if you can't make it either of those places, you can contact myself or Lori Kane, who's another admin of our page. You can talk to us. We'll make sure that we get any donations to you guys.
Thank you.
And you say that there's a ceremony on the 15th
Of May,
of
yeah.
May. Where's this going to be at?
We'll have the church part in San Bernardino. Is it
It's in
Ucaipa?
Ucaipa.
It's called
Ucaipa.
Set Free
Set Free
Church.
Church.
Okay.
And then we'll have the celebration of life later on that night at our house.
Okay, and just let us know in the comments below on this video. Let
Okay.
people know that they can come as well.
Okay.
And if you'd like to make donations there as well, that would be highly
Yeah.
appreciated.
Thank you so
Is there
much.
anything else that you guys would like to say?
Just thank you.
Yeah, just thank
to
you.
you and to
To you and
everybody.
everybody.
I'm so sorry to see you guys going through this. I know it's hard losing a loved one, especially when it's your child. So,
It's really hard.
your family member came to us, and normally I don't do GoFundMe's on our page unless it's a story that we covered, but something just told me I need to sit down with you guys.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
It's my pleasure to help you guys, and if you guys and gals out there in the viewer land want to help out, we definitely appreciate it. You can, do you want to give anybody your contact information? They can contact you.
Should we do mine or Jasmine?
If you want to do my email, are we talking email?
Email, phone number, or anything like that?
It's JT Sissons. I don't know if you want to
Here, let's just do this. Let's put it on the bottom of the screen. There we go. Contact them there, folks.
Yeah.
So there you go. All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate you following this story, and if we will ask, please share, comment that you shared, folks. Let everybody know that you do care, folks, just by sharing. If you can't donate, at least hit that share button. This is Eddie George, the crazy guy with LazyEye.com, HemetINews.com. I'm getting on my chair, and I am off to you.
Thank you.